Hi, and thanks Tony for the class today. So today we're going to gently work throughout the body with a range of different exercises, starting in standing, then coming down into 4-point kneeling, onto our sides and onto our backs as well today. Remember, always work to a level that you feel comfortable with, because most importantly, we want you to enjoy it. Okay, so when you're ready, let's get started. Okay, so we're going to start by bringing our toes apart and those heels apart, so those feet at that hip width distance. Just to start with, we're going to transfer that weight onto the front of your toes and then back onto your heels. So just nice and slowly forwards and back, just looking for that midpoint between those two movements, so that weight's going nice and evenly through those feet. Knees are nice and soft, they're not locked back. Hands up onto your pelvis, very gently we're going to tilt the pelvis forward and then tilting it back. So nice and slowly forwards and back, just looking for that midpoint between those two movements. So again, we're in that nice neutral position. Ribs are soft, collarbones wide, and that neck nice and long and lifted. So we're going to float our hands up to that shoulder height, and we're going to start here with our bow and arrow stretch. So we're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to reach one arm around and back, following with that head, and then gently back to that start. And again, rotating around and back. So we're breathing out, opening out, breathing in to fold back. Breathing out, opening out, breathe in to fold back. Good, so we're just rotating through that upper spine. Just go as far as you feel comfortable, especially if you're a little bit stiff in that upper back. Just take that arm round and back, just to where it's comfortable, and forwards. And back, lovely. Last few here, rotating around and back. Good, and again, and forwards. And let's just do one last one each side, reaching around and back. And forwards, and relaxing those arms down. Well done, relaxing those shoulders. Okay, so this time we're going to float our hands up to shoulder height. At the same time, we're going to come up onto our toes, bring those elbows back, and then as we come forwards, lower those heels down. Good, so we're going to float up on those toes, pull those arms back, reach forwards and down. Good, and again, floating up, pull those arms back, reach forwards and down. So a little shoulder row here with those arms, reaching back, forwards and down. Coming up on those toes, just challenging that balance a little bit as well. And lower. Good, raising up, pull those arms back, reach forwards and down. Good. And down, lovely. Let's do last few here, lifting up, pull back, reach forwards and down. Well done. And again, lift up, pull back, reach forwards and down. Last few. Lift up, pull back, reach forwards and down. Let's do two more. Lift up, pull back, reach forwards and down. One last time. Pull back, reach forwards and down. Well done. Okay, so this time I'm going to put my hands behind my head and I'm just going to rotate towards my opposite knee. So we're going to bend one knee, so lifting up, flexing that hip, rotating to that leg and down. And again, same leg, rotating and down. So we're lifting that leg and rotating that upper body towards it. Still keeping my elbows at the same level. Let's do 8 more. So we're going to go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. We're going to do the same on the opposite side. So opposite leg, we're going to lift up, rotating and down. And again, rotating and down. Very good. Breathe out, rotating around. Breathe in, come back. Let's do 8 more. So we're going to go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Well done. Bring those arms back down, relaxing those shoulders. Very good. Okay, so now this one leg, I'm going to tap to the side and then I want you to push up and onto a single leg. Now if that feels too much, I want you to tap to the side and just bring that toe in towards the other leg, okay? So either way, we're going to reach away and then lift up. So we're reaching away, same leg, and lifting if you can. And again, reach away. Challenging that balance, reaching away from that center and then folding back. So that leg you're standing on is working really hard to control this movement as we're reaching away, folding in, nice and controlled, not too quick, reach away and folding in. Last few, reaching away and back, reaching away and back. Let's do one more this side, reach away and fold back. Well done, lower that leg down. Okay, let's do the same the other side. So we're going to reach away and then lift back leg up. If that feels too much as before, we're going to reach away, bring it back to the other leg, okay? And again, reach away and lift up. And again, reach away and lift. That leg you're standing on, keep that knee soft, make sure it's not locked back. And again, reach away, lift up. And again, reach away, lift up. Really challenging that balance, well done. And back, reach away, lift up. Good, last few, reaching away, lifting up. Good, and back, one more time. Reach away and lift up. Lower that leg back down, well done. Okay, so we're going to bring our legs a little bit wider now. So wider than those hips, we're into this side plie position. Those toes are turned out just about 45 degrees, they sort of, where they sit comfortably. And we're going to drop down into a little side plie squat. So we're going to drop down here and lift up. So a little bit wider into those hips as we sink down, lift up. Now just go as low as you're comfortable. You don't have to go too low if that feels too much. Just keep them a little bit shallower like that. Good, and again, drop down, lift up. Good, and up. Let's do 8 more here. So we're going to go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. This time we're going to bend those knees again just slightly and reach one arm up and over, lengthening through that side with that side bend, and then back to that start. Opposite side, reaching over and back. And again, each side if you can, reaching over and back. Opposite side, reaching over and back, and then lifting back up. Good. Now we're going to keep our feet wide. This time I'm going to bring my hands together into that kind of prayer position. Keep that neck long, shoulders down, and we're going to reach over to one side with a little side lunge, and then rotate the upper body and back, push back to the center. Opposite side, dropping over, rotate that upper body, back, push back to that center. Good. And again, dropping over, rotating around, back, push back to the center, and again, drop over, rotating around, back, push back to the center, and again, drop down, rotating around, back, push back to the center, and again, drop down, rotating around, back, and up. Lovely. And again, reaching over, rotate around, back, and up, and again, dropping over, rotate around, back, push up. One more each side, dropping over, rotating, back, and up. Last time, reaching over, rotating around, back to the center, and back. Well done. Relax those arms down. Let's bring those legs back up together here. So I'm going to come side on, because we do a little bit of hip extension work here. So I'm just going to bend my knees slightly, and I'm going to extend one leg behind here. I'm going to keep this position, and if you can, I'm going to work our glutes and extend that hip and down. And again, lifting and lowering. Good, and again, lifting and lowering. So this leg you're standing on is working hard. Let's do 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Now I'm going to stay here, bring those arms forward, and with this extended leg, I'm going to fold in and extend away. Fold in and reach away. Well done. And back. Let's do 5 more. So we're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Bring that leg back in, coming back to standing. Good. Okay, let's do the same on the other side. So bending those knees slightly here, transferring that weight onto that opposite leg. Going to extend the other leg back behind us. Going to maintain this position. Using those glutes, we're going to extend that hip and down. It's not a big movement though. You can see I'm just lifting and lowering. Let's do 5 more. So we're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Bring those arms just in front here, and then we're going to fold and extend. Same leg, folding and extending. Well done. And again, folding and extend. 5 more here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reaching away, bring that leg back in, back up into standing. Well done. Okay, so let's do a few roll downs. So feet still that hip width distance. We're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to tuck that chin down, just rolling comfortably down towards the floor. Take a breath at the end there. And as you breathe out, slowly lifting back up into standing. Good. And again, breath in. As you breathe out, tuck that chin down. Just bringing those hands down towards the floor as far as comfortable. Breath at the end there. And as you breathe out, coming back up into standing. Good, let's do that one more time. Breath in. As you breathe out, tuck that chin down. Roll those hands slowly down towards the floor. Take a breath at the end there. And as you breathe out, coming back up into standing. Well done. Now this time we're going to roll our hands down and then we're going to come down into 4-point kneeling to continue our class. So we're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, bring those hands back down again, slowly towards the mat. Once you reach your end point, just soften your knees here. And then we're going to walk our hands down, bend those knees. We're going to come down into 4-point kneeling and we're going to continue our class from here. Okay, so we're going to continue here into 4-point kneeling. So with my hands just in front of those shoulders, elbows nice and soft, knees underneath those hips. And we're going to start by just mobilising through our spines with a cat stretch here. So we're going to tuck that head under, arching that back up, flex through that spine, and then gently dropping down and extending. And again, tucking that head under, arching that back up, and then gently dropping down and extending. Well done. And again, arching that back up, flexing through that spine, and then gently drop down to extend. Good. Now I just want you to think about where that midpoint is between those two movements. So we're just looking to find that midpoint here. So our back is nice and flat, that tailbone's tucked under, and my neck is staying nice and long and lifted. Well done. Okay, so we're going to start here by lengthening one leg away. And we're going to take a breath in. As we breathe out, I'm going to extend that leg, lifting up and then back down. And again, breathing out, lift up, breathe into lower. Now, if you can, at the same time, we're going to reach the opposite arm as we lift that leg. And then as we come back down with that arm, we're going to thread the arm through and under and back. And again, lift up, opposite arm, opposite leg. As we lower down, thread that arm through and under. Good, and back. And again, lift up, lower, thread the arm through and under. Good, and again, through and under. Very good, and again, lift up. As you lower that leg, reach that arm through and under. Well done, last few. Through and under, lovely. And again, lift up, lower, and through and under. Let's do one more this side. Lift up with that arm, threading through and under. Very good. Fold that leg back in. We'll do the same on the other side. So we're going to extend that opposite leg away. As we did before, we're going to lift that leg and lower. Good. And again, lift up and lower. Now, if you can, we're going to add that opposite arm reach in. As you lower that leg, then we're going to thread that arm through and under and back. And again, lift up, lower the leg, reach the arm through. Good. And again, lift up, lower, reaching through. Good. And again, reaching through. Well done. Breathing out, lift up, breathe in, fold back, breathing out, reaching through. And again. Lovely, lifting, lengthening, and then through and under, rotating through that spine. Good, and again, lift up, down, rotating through that upper back, threading the arm through. Last few. Reaching through. And again, reaching through. Lovely, let's do last two here. Reaching through. One last time. And reaching through. Well done. Coming back to that start position. Very good. Okay, so we're going to work our upper body, so our arms a little bit more here with a few little mini presses. So I'm going to keep my hands just in front of those shoulders, my neck staying nice and long. I'm going to stay in this box position and I'm going to drop my breastbone down towards the mat and then lift up. And again, drop down, lift up. Let's do 8 more here. So we're going to go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming back to that start. Well done. Have a little break there. And we're going to do the same again. So we do one more set if you can. So here we go. So keeping that neck long, and we're going to lower that breastbone down to the mat, lift up, and again, and down. Let's do 8 more together. We're going to go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lifting up, then drop back, have a little stretch out here off those hands into our child pose stretch. We're going to hold this here, take a few nice deep breaths in and out. On the out breath if you can, relaxing down into that stretch. Good, and again, breath in and out. Well done, one more time, breath in and out. Relaxing down, well done. Okay, so we're going to come back up onto our hands, do one more movement from here. So we're going to start by folding one leg in towards my chest, and then I'm going to bring that heel up towards the ceiling, lower the leg back down, and then extend it away, reaching behind. So we're going to fold in, push the heel up towards the ceiling, lower down, and extend away. Now we can just touch that toe, so as we reach it back and away, it's just in contact with the floor here. Or if you want to, you can keep it lifted off as we reach away, just hovering above. So pick what feels comfortable for you. And we're reaching away. So really engaging those bottom muscles as we're extending that hip, lifting up and reaching away. Good. Lift up in that little donkey kick and extend that leg away. Good. And again, heel up to the ceiling and extending away. Lovely. And again, push up. Lower and extending away. And again, heel up. Lower, reach away. Good. Last few here. Push up. Lower and extending away. And again, push up. Lower and extend away. One more set. Push up. Lower and extend away. Lower that leg back down. Well done. Okay, let's do the same onto the other side. So same again, we're going to fold the knee in, then push the heel up towards the ceiling, lower down and extend the leg away. Fold in, push the heel up. Fold in, extend the leg away. Good. So we keep repeating the sequence here, really engaging those glutes, extending that hip and extending that leg away. Well done. Keeping that core control as well as we're repeating this movement. That pelvis staying nice and level. Good. Heel up, down, extend away. And again, push that heel up, lower, extend away. So remember that we can either hit that toe as we extend that leg in contact with the mat or just hovering above. Just feel what's comfortable for you, reaching away. Good. Lift up, lower, extend away. Make sure those elbows are still soft. They shouldn't be locked back. Still a little bit of bend there. Good. Push that heel up, down, extend away. Well done. Last few. Really engaging those glutes. Good. And extend away. One last set. Fold in, lift up, lower and extend away. Fold back. Well done. Let's come off those hands. Have a little stretch out here. Dropping that bottom down onto those heels. Take a breath in here and out. Well done. And again, breath in and out. Relaxing down into that stretch. Well done. Okay, so we're going to come round onto our sides now, but we're going to start onto our elbows. So we're going to have onto our elbow here, elbow directly underneath that shoulder, forearm along the mat here. Well, our knees are, we're going to bend the lower leg and straighten through the top leg. And we're going to lift this top arm up and above our head. So do a little fold and stretch here. So we're going to bring that elbow towards the knee, they don't need to touch, and then extend away. And again, fold in and reach away. Good. Fold in, extend away. Well done. And again, fold in and reach away. Good. And again, fold in, reaching away. Let's do 8 more. So we're going to go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reaching away, bring that arm back down, fold that leg back in. Well done. Okay, so let's come all the way down onto our sides here. We'll use that block just to support our head if you've got something, or a little towel there, just so our neck is in that nice alignment as well. So we're going to start with those knees bent up, those hips are stacked on top of each other, and we're going to lift this top leg just to that hip height here. So we're going to fold the knee in towards us, and then we're going to push and extend the leg away behind, and then lift it up and out to the side. So we fold in, single leg press, pushing back and away, then lifting up and out to the side. Good, so fold in, push back and away, up and out to the side. So I want you to imagine that you're kicking something back behind you, so a little bit of extension there, and then lifting up to the side. Good, fold in, push back and away, lift up to the side. And again, fold in, extend away, up to the side. So we're really working these glute muscles, extending that leg away, and then lifting up and out to the side. So working hard in both those movements, and we're still keeping that control through that center as we repeat that movement through our legs. So still keeping those hips stacked, push back and away, lift up to the side. And again, fold in, extend away, up to the side. Good, and again, fold in, extend away, up to the side. And again, fold in, extend away, up to the side. Last few, folding in, push back and away, up to the side. Well done, and again, fold in, extend back, and up to the side. Let's see if we can do 2 more sets. Fold in, extend away, up to the side, and down. One more time, fold in, extend away, and up to the side, and down. Well done, lower that leg, bend those knees. Let's drop that leg in front, give it a little rest here. So while resting this top leg, if you can, we can lengthen through that lower leg and just do a few little pulses of that inner thigh, just while we're resting that top leg. So we'll take a few nice deep breaths in and out, breathing in, and out. Good, breathing in and out. So pulsing through that lower leg. Well done, breathing in and out. One last time, breath in and out, and then lowering that leg down. Okay, so let's bend those knees back up together, and we're going to work those glutes and our core a little bit more here with our side kick movement. So we're going to lift this top leg up to that hip height. I'm going to imagine that leg's on a table. We're just going to slide the leg forwards and sliding it back. So imagine that table so that we keep that level the same. So we're going to keep it at that hip height as we're gliding the leg forwards and gliding it back. So it's not a huge movement. We're still keeping that control through that center as I glide the leg forwards and then gliding it back. Well done. Maintaining that hip height, really making those glutes work hard as well to maintain that position. Well done. So glide forwards and gliding back. And if that feels comfortable here with that knee bent, keep that knee bent there and continue. Or if you can, we can extend through that leg. Same again, glide forwards, glide back. Now if that leg's extended, we can point the toes as we glide forward, flex the foot as we glide back. So point those toes as we glide forward, flex the foot as we glide back. And again, point to glide forward and flex to glide back. Keeping that control, pointing to glide forward, flex to glide back. Well done. And again, point to glide forward and flex to glide back. Well done. Pointing to glide forward, flex to glide back. Good. Nice and control. A few more here. Point to glide forward, flex the foot to glide back. Well done. Good. Last few. And let's do one last one here. Gliding forwards, gliding back, and then lowering that leg back to that start. Well done. Okay, so we're going to come up and over onto the other side. Do the same again. So we'll bring that block with us to use in a moment. We're going to start on our elbows as we did before with that fold and stretch movement. So we're going to have that elbow directly underneath my shoulder, forearm resting along the mat here. I'm going to bend that lower leg and then extend through the top leg. And with this top arm, I'm going to reach it up and above my head. So we're going to remember, fold that elbow towards that knee, folding in and extending away. So we're just working into those abdominals a little bit here abdominals and our obliques slightly as we fold in and reach away. Fold in and extend away. Good. Fold in. Reach away. Nice and controlled. And reach. Let's see if we can do 8 more. So we're going to go 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1, reaching away, bring that arm back down, fold that leg back in. Well done. Okay, so we're going to bring ourselves down all the way onto our sides here and just use that block to support your head as we did before, just so it's nice and comfortable. Okay, so we're going to have our knees bent up to begin with, those hips really stacked on top of each other. We're going to lift this top leg up to that hip height level and we're going to fold the leg in and then extend and push it back and away and then lift up to the side. Okay, so we're going to fold in, push back to that single leg press and then lift up and out to the side. Good, and again, fold in, extend away, lift up and out to the side. Well done, fold in, push back, up and out to the side. Good, and again, fold in, extend away, up and out to the side. Well done, fold in, push back, up and out to the side. So keeping that control, sliding in, extend away, up to the side. So really working those glute muscles to extend that leg back and lift up to the side. And again, fold in, extend back, up to the side. Good, a few more here. Well done. So as we fold in, imagine you're kicking that something back behind you, lift up to the side. Good, fold in, extend away, up and out to the side. Well done, fold in, extend away, up and out to the side. Last few here, fold in, extend away, up and out to the side. Well done. Let's do last 2 sets, fold in, extend away, up and out to the side. 1 more set, fold in, extend away and up and out to the side. Well done, bring that leg back down. Drop that leg in front, give it a little rest there. While we're stretching out through this top leg, we can lengthen through that lower leg and do a few little pulses of that inner thigh. So just breathing in and out. Good, and again, breath in and out. Just while we're pulsing that inner thigh, just working that there, breathing in and out. Well done, and again, breath in and out. And lower that leg back down, well done. Okay, so as we did before, we're going to bend those knees back up again and go into our side kick movement. So keeping those hips stacked, we're going to lift this top leg just up to that hip height as we did before. Imagine that leg's on that table. We're gliding it forwards and gliding it back. So we're keeping on that table, so we keep it at that hip height level as we glide forwards and glide back. So really challenging those glute muscles to keep that leg lifted, and we're moving it forwards and back. Controlling that movement through that core, through that center. Nice and controlled. Glide forwards and glide back. So not a big movement, but nice and controlled. Well done. Gliding forwards and back. Lovely. Now, if that feels comfortable here with that knee bent, keep going there. Or if you want to, we can extend through this top leg. Same again, glide forwards and glide back. So with that top leg straight, we're going to point the toes as we glide forward, flex the foot as you glide back. Point those toes as you glide forward, flex the foot as you glide back. So we're going to keep going here if that's comfortable. If that starts to feel too much, you can go back to that bent knee if you want to. Good. Point to glide forward, flex to glide back. Point to glide forward, flex to glide back. Good. And again, point to glide forward, flex to glide back. Well done. And again, point to glide forward, flex to glide back. Few more here, nice and controlled. Well done. And again, gliding forwards, gliding back. Make sure that leg's still at that hip height as we glide forwards and glide back. Well done. Last few. And again, gliding forwards, gliding back. And let's just do one last one here. So we're going to glide forwards, glide back, and then lower that leg down. Well done. Bend those knees. Give that muscle a little rest. Very good. Okay, so let's come round onto our backs now. So I'm going to drop my block back down. We're going to come round onto our backs. Feet and knees that hip width distance apart, so knees are bent up. Just to begin with, if you can, we're just going to tilt the pelvis forwards and back, just looking for that midpoint between those two movements. So in that nice and neutral position with our pelvis there. Well done. Those ribs nice and soft, collarbones wide, and that neck nice and long and lifted from there. Okay, so we're going to start here with our scissors movement. So we're going to float one leg up into that tabletop position. And I want you to tap that foot down, lift up, and then lower the leg. Opposite leg lifted. Keeping this knee at that 90-degree angle, we tap that foot down, lift up, and lower. So sometimes we want to cheat a little bit and bend at the knee, but we want to make sure we're lowering that leg from that hip joint. So we tap down, lift up, and lower. Good, so we're alternating sides, tapping down, lift up, and lower. So still keeping that control through that pelvis, maintaining that position, maintaining that neutral position of the pelvis as I lower the leg down, lift up, and back. Well done. Tap down, lift up, and back. Breathe out, tap down, breathe in, tap, lift up. Good. Breathe out, tap down, breathe in, lift up. Now if that feels comfortable here, we just keep repeating that there with that single leg. Or if you can, we can float one leg to tabletop, the other leg to join. Same again, we just tap one down at a time, lift up. Tap down, lift up. Now if that feels too much to tap all the way down to the floor, then just imagine you're dipping your toe into a bucket of water and you don't have to go all the way, just dipping a little bit if that feels more comfortable. It's more important to make sure we're keeping that neutral position of the pelvis, not letting that back arch, than worrying about how low your leg's going. So just make sure you're still keeping that control as we tap down, lift up. If you start to feel your back is arching or you're really bracing through your tummy, just come back to that single leg and we can always mix and match through those levels. But it's important to pick what feels comfortable for you. Good, so we still breathe out, tap down, breathe in, lift up. Very good, we keep alternating sides. Last few here. Tapping down, lift up. Watch for that knee bending, make sure you're keeping that angle the same of that knee, well done. Tap down, lift up. Good. A few more here. Very good, tap down, lift up. Excellent, let's do one more each side. Tapping down, lift up, opposite side, lift up, well done. And lower those legs back down, one at a time, back to that start. Okay, so we're going to bring our arms and legs in together here with our double leg stretch. So we're going to start by just floating our hands up towards the ceiling. And we're going to start just with our arms and take a breath in. As we breathe out, we're going to lift the arms up in that big circle above our head, come around and back to that start. And again, so we're breathing out, reaching above, breathing in, coming around and back. Good. And again, breathe out, reach above, breathe in, coming around and back. And again, breathe out, lifting above, breathing, coming around and back. And again, reaching above, breathing in to come around and back. And again, breathe in to come around and back. Well done. Last one here. And back. Now let's bring those legs back in again. So we're going to float one leg up into tabletop here. Same again, we're going to breathe out. As we reach away, we're going to stretch the leg at the same time and then fold back together. Opposite leg lifted. Breathing out, reaching away. Breathing in to fold back. Good. And again, breathing out, reach away, breathe in to fold back. Good. And again, breathe out, reach away, breathe in to fold back. And again, breathe out, reach away, breathe in to fold back. Lovely. And again, breathe out, reach away, breathe in to fold back. Now if that's feeling comfortable here, just keep alternating legs, reaching away and fold back. If you want to make it more difficult, then we can float both legs up into double tabletop and then still just stretching one leg up at a time. As you stretch the leg away, the opposite leg stays in that tabletop. So again, just pick what feels comfortable for you. We're breathing out as we reach away, breathing in as we fold back. Breathe out, reach away, breathe in to fold back. Again, as before, if you start to feel you're losing that control through that pelvis, your back is arching, or if you're feeling any discomfort, just go back to that single leg and alternate sides. And back. And again, breathing out, reaching away breathe in to fold back. Lovely, last few here. And again, reaching away and back. And back, good, and again, reaching away and back. And again, extending away and fold back. Let's do one more each side, reaching away and back. And then coming back to that start, lower those legs if they're lifted, float those arms back down. Let's bring those knees in, have a nice little hug, just to stretch out from there, well done. So just take a few nice deep breaths in and out. On that out breath, if you can, just sink down into that stretch, just that little bit further if you can. So breathing in and out. And again, breath in and out. Good. One more time, breath in and out. And then lowering those legs back down. Well done. Okay, so we're going to go into our bridge now. So feet not too far away from you. So those feet and knees that hip width distance apart. Arms relaxed down by your side. We're going to take a breath in. As we breathe out, we're going to lift up into our bridge here. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, just gently lowering that spine back down again. Breath in. As you breathe out, lifting up into that bridge. Breath in here. And as you breathe out, lowering back down. Good. And again, breath in. As you breathe out, lift up. Breath in to hold. And as you breathe out, lowering back down. Well done. And again, breath in. As you breathe out, lift up. Breath in to hold. And as you breathe out, lowering back down. Good. So keeping that nice and controlled, that pelvis nice and level. We're lifting up. Breath in to hold. And as you breathe out, lowering back down. Well done. And again, lifting up. Holding that there. And lowering back down. Now, if you can, on this next one, we're going to float our hands up towards the ceiling. We're going to lift up into that bridge again. Hold that here. Raise one arm back above your head and forwards. Opposite arm, just as far as comfortable. And again, each side. Good. And then we're going to lower back down. Keep those arms lifted. Well done. And again, lifting up. Hold that there. Going to raise one arm back and forwards. Opposite arm. And back. And again, each side. Keep that bottom lifted. That pelvis nice and level. Good. And lower back down. Lovely. And again, breath in. As we breathe out, lifting up into that bridge. Hold that there. Then raise one arm back and forwards. Opposite side. And back. And again, each side. And lower back down. Well done. Let's do one more here. So we're going to lift up. Hold that there. Raise one arm back and down. Opposite arm. And down. And again, each side. Keeping that pelvis level, well done. And then lowering back down and float those arms back down to join. Well done. Okay, so this time I'm going to raise my arm up towards the ceiling and the opposite leg up into that tabletop position. And I'm going to push my hand in towards my knee here. So I'm going to keep it in the same position, just push in. So I'm going to statically engage these oblique muscles, and then I'm going to lift the arm and tap the foot down. And again, fold back. Opposite arm and leg, push into that, hold that there, and then reaching away. So just statically engaging these obliques as I come across, push into that knee, and reaching away. Tap down with that foot, lift up, push, hand into that knee, good, and reach away. And again, bringing in, pushing, hand to knee, and reach away. Good, tap, hand to knee, tap foot down, reach the arm away. Good, a few more here. Pushing in, engaging those times. You can feel that muscle tensing there. And release. Good, and again. Pushing in. And release. And again. And release. Well done. Last few. Release, good. If you can, we're going to breathe out as we're pushing in. Breathe in, release. Good, one more time. And release, well done. Bring that arm back down. Okay, opposite arm lifted. We're going to float the other leg up into that tabletop. We're going to bring that hand towards that knee, breathing out, pushing in. Breathe in, release, tap that foot down. And again, fold back, pushing in and release. Breathe out, pushing in and tap down, release. Very good. So we're going to keep repeating that here. So we're really engaging those oblique muscles, just in that kind of static way where we're pushing in. You feel those muscles tensing and release. Good. And again, fold in, pushing that hand into that knee. Good. And release. Well done. And again, reaching together, pushing together, and then tap that foot down to release. Good. And again. And release. Last few. Engaging those abdominals, those oblique muscles. And back. Well done. And again. And back. Lovely. And back. Let's do one more time. Lift up. Pushing in. And release. Well done. Bring that arm back down from there. Very good. Okay, so let's really lengthen through the body with our opposite arm and leg movement. So we're going to float my hands up towards the ceiling again. I'm going to take a breath in. As I breathe out, I'm going to extend opposite arm and leg away, and then we're going to fold back together. So I can either just glide my leg along the floor here and back, or just hover above and reaching away and back. So we're just really lengthening through the body, but still keeping this control through that center. That distance between those ribs and those hip bones should stay the same. My ribs shouldn't be flaring as I take my arm back above my head. So we're going to keep that control. I'm just reaching away so I can keep that distance the same, keep that control through that core. So breathe out, lengthening away. Breathe in, fold back. Breathe out, lengthening away. Breathe in to fold back. Well done. And again, lengthening away and folding back. Good. A few more here. Feels nice to do, just to really lengthen through the body, especially through the fronts of those hips as well, if that feels quite tight. Just really extending that leg along the floor there can just feel like a really nice stretch. Lengthening through the body. Well done. And again, breathing out, lengthening away. Breathing in to fold back. Breathe out, lengthening away. Breathe in to fold back. And back. And again, breathing out. And back. Well done. Let's do one more each side, reaching away. And back, opposite side. Good, and then fold and float those arms back down. Well done. Okay, so arms down by your side or out to the side of you. We're going to drop the knees over to one side. Turn your head to that opposite side if you can. And then gently coming back up and over in that opposite direction. So we're just rotating through that spine here. Feels really nice to do, just to mobilise through that spine, looking that head in that opposite direction, and then gently coming back up and over to that opposite side. So we're just rotating side to side here. Drop those knees over, turning that head, gently coming back up and over to that opposite side. And again, lifting up, drop those knees over, turning that head, gently rotating here, then lifting back up and over to that opposite direction. And again, lifting up, drop those knees over, turning that head, gently rotating, and then back up and over to that opposite side. Good, let's just do one more each side. Drop those knees over, turning that head, gently coming back up and over to the opposite direction. Well done. Bring those knees back up, those arms back down by your side. Okay, so let's stretch out through our bottom muscles here. We're going to put one foot onto the opposite knee. Allow that leg just to relax open there. If that's enough of a stretch, then just stay there. Or if you can, we can bring the other leg up in towards you just as far as you feel comfortable. And we're going to hold this stretch here. So just taking a few nice deep breaths in and out. On that out breath if you can, just sinking down to that stretch that little bit further if you can. So breathing in and out. Good. And again, breath in and out. Well done. And again, breathing in and out. Just dropping into that stretch that little bit further if you can on each out breath. Well done. Just holding that there a few more seconds, breathing in and out. One more time, breath in and out. And lowering that leg back down, well done. Let's do the same the other side, so opposite foot onto the other knee. Allow that leg just to relax open there. If that's enough of a stretch, again, just stay there. Or if you can, we can bring the other leg up and towards you, just as far as you feel comfortable, and then we're going to hold this stretch here. So again, just breathing in and out. Good. And again, breath in and out. Holding that stretch there again on that out breath, just sinking into that stretch, just that little bit further if you can. Breathing in and out. Well done. Lovely. One more time, breath in and out. And then just releasing and relaxing that leg back down. Okay, so let's stretch out through our hamstrings now. So we're going to bring our knee up towards the ceiling. Going to lengthen out through the back of the leg. Use your hand to support that leg there. Toes pointing up towards the ceiling. We're going to stretch through the backs of our legs here. So we can just use our hands to support that leg, holding that there, breathing in and out. Good, breathing in and out. Holding that stretch, well done. Lengthening out through the back of that leg, very good. Then if you can, we're going to point and flex through the ankle here, just gently moving, pointing and flexing. Well done. Moving gently through. And then holding that stretch again, toes pointing up towards the ceiling, lengthening out through the back of that leg, well done. And we're going to bend the knee and lower that leg back down. Do the same the other side, so knee up towards the ceiling, lengthen out through the back of the leg. Use your hand to support that leg there, toes pointing up towards the ceiling, and we're going to hold this stretch. So just breathing in and out. Good, and again, breath in and out. Breathing in and out, well done. And then if you can, we're going to point and flex through that ankle again here, just moving gently through, pointing and flexing through that ankle. Well done. And then holding that stretch again, toes pointing up towards the ceiling, lengthening through the back of that leg there, well done. Holding that stretch, just a few more seconds, breathing in and out. And again, breath in and out. And then bending that knee, lowering that leg back down. Well done. Let's just have our feet together here. I'm just going to let our knees open out and just gently stretch into that inner thigh here. So while we're doing that, we can just place our hands onto our rib cage. Just take a nice deep breath in. As we breathe in, feel that rib cage widening. And as you breathe out, feel it sinking down and in. And again, breath in, widening that rib cage. And breathing out, sinking down and in. Still letting those knees just fall down, just sinking down towards the ground. Just take the last couple of breaths in and out in your own time, widening that rib cage, and then allowing it to sink down and in. Good, one more time. And out. And then gently bring those knees back up together here. And we're going to slowly come back up into sitting. So just sitting comfortably, either your legs crossed or legs out in front, whatever feels comfortable for you. Just going to relax those shoulders here, that neck nice and long. Arms out in front, and we're just going to raise those hands up towards the ceiling and then bring them wide and lower back down. And again, reaching up. Bring those arms wide and lower down. Good. And again, reach up. Bring those arms wide and lower down. Lovely. Last couple here. Lift up. Bring the arms wide and down. And again, lift up and lower. Well done. Relaxing those shoulders. Good. And then we're going to bring our hands together, shoulders down, neck nice and long. We'll do a little spine twist here. So we're going to bring our body round to one side, keeping that neck long, and then gently back to the center. And again, opposite side, just as far as comfortable, and back to that start. And again, rotating around, and back. And again, opposite side, and back. One more time each side, rotating around, and back. Opposite direction, and back to that start. Well done. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed the class and hopefully see you again soon.